Okay, welcome back, student. Good morning to all of you. So, in the last video, we have to discuss about the different types of the atomic model, like Thomson atomic model, Rutherford atomic model. But there are some limitations in that models. That's why their models get rejected. But they give some idea about the structure of the atom, but not the proper idea or not the main structure, proper structure of the atom. Okay, so our next scientist, that is a Neil Bohr. He gave us the Bohr's atomic model. So he gave us that model of atom that we will use in the present time. Okay, for example, in the present time we have said there is a atom is a circular in structure, and there is central nucleus is to be present. Outside the nucleus, these are the shells are to be present. So these shells they have given a different name or number to the each shell of the atom. Okay, so let us discuss what was Bohr's atomic model and what are the main postulates of the Bohr atomic model. So this is a very important topic. Okay, so listen very carefully. So the first point is atom is consist of a central nucleus. Okay, and nucleus consists of proton and neutron. Okay, so proton has positive charge and neutron has no charge. Okay, so this is the first point of Bohr atomic model, that atom consists of a central nucleus and nucleus consists of positive proton and no charge on the neutrons are to be present in that nucleus. Clear? First point. Second point is outside the nucleus there is a circular path like this is a circular path, second circular path, third circular path. So the circular path that is around the nucleus, that are to be known as orbits. Okay, these are also known as the orbits because electrons are to be revolved around the orbits. Like this is a orbit, this is a nucleus. Okay, so the electrons are to be present on the orbits and they are always in the revolving state. Clear? So our first point is the atom consists of a central nucleus containing a positive proton and neutron. So outside the second point, outside the nucleus there is a circular path. That circular path is to be called as the orbit. Okay, and in the orbit electrons are always in the revolving state. Okay, clear? Next point, when these electrons, when they are revolving around the nucleus, they always have a constant energy, means the energy of the each shell that will be remain constant. Okay, next point, the number given to the each shell is starting from the nucleus side. So the starting from the nucleus, so this is the first shell, second shell, third shell and fourth shell. Okay, similarly name also start from the nucleus, like the number 1 shell is also known as a K shell, number 2 L shell, M shell, N shell. Clear? So these are the number and name given to the each shell of the atom. Okay, next point, the overall energy of the atom that will be remain constant, means they explain the stability of the atom. Because electrons are always in the revolving state, their energy is always must remain same, and because their energy is almost same, because all orbit around the nucleus, they also have a same amount of energy. Okay, that's why these orbits are to be known as the energy shells. Okay, clear? So this is all about the Neil Bohr's atomic model. He gave us a very clear idea about the structure of the atom, because all the subparticles are to be clear, means where are they be present in the atoms, and how they change their position or how they rotate around the nucleus, that is the electrons. Okay, clear? So this is our Neil Bohr's atomic model. Okay, so next we have neutrons. Okay, so what are the neutrons? So in the previous part we have to study about the electron and proton, but there is one another subparticle, that is a neutron. So it was discovered after the discovery of Neil Bohr's atomic model. So James Chadwick was the scientist who discovered the neutron. सो न्यूट्रॉन को उसने कैसे डिफाइन किया, जैसे उसने देखा कि हाइड्रोजन है, हाइड्रोजन के पास तो सिर्फ एक ही एटम प्रेजेंट था, मीन्स उसके पास ओनली 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है। लेकिन जब उसका हीलियम का एटॉमिक नंबर होता है 2, ठीक है। लेकिन जब उसका मास नंबर उसने देखा तो वो कितना मिला उसको, 4 ग्राम, ठीक है। तो उससे चैडविक को आइडिया हुआ कि एटम के अंदर कोई एक्स्ट्रा पार्टिकल भी प्रेजेंट है, जिसकी वजह से उसका जो टोटल मास है वो डबल हो गया, ठीक है। तो वो जो एक्स्ट्रा पार्टिकल का जो उसने आइडिया लगाया, उसको बाद में नाम दिया गया न्यूट्रॉन्स का, ओके। इसीलिए न्यूट्रॉन्स उसकी जो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव वैल्यू पे इफेक्ट नहीं डालते, क्योंकि इनके ऊपर खुद का कोई चार्ज प्रेजेंट नहीं होता, बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड दैट न्यूट्रॉन हैज़ अ नो चार्ज, okay. So this is all about the discovery of the neutron, how neutron was discovered, okay. So our next topic is how electron distributed in the different orbitals. Like we have in the first orbit, so the general formula to calculate the number of electron, that is a 2n square, ठीक है। 2n square means if n is equal to 1, n is 1 to 1 का मतलब न्यूक्लियस के बाहर फर्स्ट शेल, ओके। सो फर्स्ट शेल के अंदर n की वैल्यू 1 पुट कर दो तो हमारे पास अंदर कितना बच जाएगा, 2। इट मीन्स फर्स्ट शेल के अंदर 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट होते हैं, ठीक है। उसी तरह सेकंड शेल में जैसे n की वैल्यू 3 है, ठीक है, तो 2 and 3 पुट कर दो तो n की जगह हमने 2, ठीक है, n की जगह 2 पुट कर दो तो 2 का स्क्वायर, 2 इंटू 2 4 इंटू 2 8, मतलब सेकंड शेल के अंदर 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट होते हैं, ठीक है। तो नील बोहर ने हमें ये फार्मूला दे दिया था नंबर ऑफ़ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को फाइंड आउट करने का किसी भी ऑर्बिट के अंदर, ओके। क्लियर अप टू दिस टॉपिक, ओके। So this is all about our topic. So the next topic is about the valency, that we will discuss in our next part of this chapter, okay. Thank you so much for watching my video.